look at him and I say, so he hits signs. He could be a lot worse. You know, I read and I hear these mothers defending their sons who do terrible things. And I say to myself, I should be upset because my baby Stan happens to slap signs. It's not so terrible.
Yeah,
Could be a lot
everybody's
worse.
laughing at him.
Who's laughing?
Huh, you don't see it, but...
Where do I... No, I've never seen anybody laugh at him. Thank God. I've
don't
never
see
been there
it,
when
but
he's
you can
done
talk-
it.
Yeah, you can just pretend you don't see it, or
No, no. What?
maybe just sort of put your head in the sand.
Yeah, he's a beautiful
It's like what
boy.
you
I
do
mean,
all
if you
the
saw
time.
him, you would say he's beautiful.
Well, you know, I grew up not far from here, in the suburbs, and I think that was a really good start for me. The signs are a lot lower. If I had grown up here, there are very few signs I could have been hitting at a young age. Of course, my brother Steve is the one who sort of got me into the whole slapping things with hand idea. He broke me in with the high five. Well, I can't believe I taught Stan how to do that high five thing. Now he does it everywhere, and he's even taught little Sammy how to do it too. It seemed harmless at the time, but I don't know what happened.
I'm concerned that there is something going on in this section of his brain. It's hard to tell exactly what's going on, but there's definitely something going on there.
He was a bit of a loner, I think. That might have contributed to it. And being out on the street among people, you know, this is it. This was key. What do you think?
Well, maybe it's New York, you know.
It's a city.
You know, it's gotten a lot better, but still,
it's
I
that
mean, that must
city.
have done something to him.
I think if he lived in a rural community, this might not have been such a problem for Steve. For Stan.
I try to tell you that.
Tell me what?
Going back to the Midwest.
Oh, the Midwest. Yeah, my husband's from the
I
Midwest,
think
and
maybe that's the key.
it's an Eastern
Yeah.
illness.
I've had the opportunity to interview and examine Stan, and I can most definitely say that he is not insane. However, I can very confidently say that he is an imbecile.
Now I've got the handball right. I've got the handball going now. I hadn't played handball at all until about I guess it was 6 to 8 weeks ago. I was watching TV late at night. It was about 4:30 in the morning. I just eaten a gallon and a half of Turkey Hill Farm ice cream. You're familiar with it? They make a good. That's a fine product. And I'm watching TV, and commercial comes on. USHA. It's it's the United States Handball Association. They're quite a fine organization as far as I can tell, but they offer you can get certified to teach handball, mail order, and it was great. It took me about a week to finish the course, and I played for the first time sometime later, and I fell in love with it, and I'm happy that I'm been able to teach a few people. Haven't yet gotten paid for a lesson, but I expect that's going to happen anytime soon.
And I'm worried about his career with the handball, teaching the handball, that if he continues this slapping and the signs, he might damage his hands, and what with his career being dependent upon his hands, this could be a serious problem. This concerns me.
Damn it. I just can't figure it out. I always told him to go with his passions. Maybe that had something to do with it. But
That's
no,
it.
I didn't
That's
mean this.
and the handball
God.
that explains it. It's all with his hands. I don't know. He couldn't have been a surgeon or something. What do you think? He had to do
He doesn't seem
hand.
to care about it. What anybody think.
Well, Stan was always a great brother to me. Mom and Dad always tried to tell me he wasn't, that I should not be like him, that I should stay away from him, but I thought he was a great guy, and no matter what he does with the slapping signs, at least he's not slapping people or slapping his arm so he can shoot heroin or something. One time I brought him into school for show and tell, and 3rd grade to show everyone his calloused hands. They're so cool. They look just like feet. It's really funny. Everyone got a kick out of that. I don't know, all my friends like Stan. Yeah, I don't know what Mom and Dad's problem is. He's a free thinker, you know?
I could see maybe making, it would be nice if one day I could make money from the sign slapping, but you know, that's definitely not my reason for doing it at all. I mean, but yeah, if somebody said, hey, every sign you slap is $6 in your pocket, I'd be doing some quick math, running down the sixes in the multiplication tables, and really trying to just trying to figure out how much money I'd be making, which I think would be a lot, because I'm only going to get better at slapping the signs. I find new things almost every time I do it. I find new reasons to love it, new experiences, different there are different sounds, different tones that the vibrating metal makes, and it's just great, and I couldn't be happier. No, I don't have too many. I don't burden myself. I don't like to burden myself, I say, with too many friends. I have a few close. Well, okay, I have one good friend. Okay, well, I met a guy today, and we'll see what happens. We might be friends. My parents, they're great. They're still live, back in the old country, Jersey. They, they support me, and emotionally, I mean, this pad is, they pay for this too, but that's not, they understand that I'm doing something larger than money, or intellect, or fame, or women, or friends.
He's got another year before I count him out.
Of what? What's he counted out of?
The chance for success.
You're going to disown Stan?
28. That's where it ends. Either you're going to make it or you're not.
Oh, my poor Stan. Well, maybe you should have a talk with him and tell him enough of the slapping.
I'm going to when next time he comes home.
I'm glad he's not an abusive person to other people, though. This is what I'd worry about.
I'm not going to just live either. I'm going to actually write something down before he comes.
Or write a speech to Stan?
Well, not a
Dear
speech.
Stan?
I'm going to write down what I want to talk about, so I don't
You'll have it
forget
all
anything.
prepared.
Yeah, I think that one day, I'll meet the right gal, and I don't know if she'll slap signs. I don't know if that matters to me. Maybe it does. She's gonna be hard to find though, because I'll tell you, you don't see many women doing this. Not a lot of men either, actually. In fact, I've never seen anyone. I think I'm the only one, which is, okay in my book, I think, because it's good to be an individual, and and if you love what you do, then hey, I say keep doing it, because there's always going to be more. There are always going to be more, signs. Whatever your signs are, everyone has his own sign to slap, I think. And mine is signs, slapping them.